That.
Okay, works.
It's
Same concept.
One thing about Oracle versus Phoenix is I hate playing versus it because he just needs to purge one core early on, and that core will kill your egg. That's it. So you dive in, you egg. Even if you have perfect 4 fire spirits on different heroes, he just purges one of them, and your egg is dead. They follow up with the void spirit. Why not?
It just seems like it's one. They obviously value it, right? They keep first twoing it, and again, once you saw the way OG utilized it yesterday, you've got to give it more respect. I think also the Ags build against Phoenix is really powerful.
The silence.
Yeah, it just feels like one of those heroes, because you have this built-in initiation or escape tool, you don't need to buy like a blink ever. You're always going to have that reach advantage, and you combine that with 2 of the best items on patch, whether you want to go for Blade Mail or Deso or even Yules into Ags. You hit this timing at like 9k, 10k net worth where your hero is just more powerful than pretty much any other you can think of in the game.
Well, you guys were telling me about the difference of how Void Spirit is being used, and definitely seems like the top teams are showing more use and how to get the most out of it in that sense. We're going to get Mr. Axe on for Liquid.
I really like this because you already see the Oracle, right?
Yep.
And because of that, Axe is really good. You can't save people with False Promise. Also, the laning stage, you instantly understand that there will be no undyings or tasks following you around, hitting you. And so because of that, the Axe should have a decent lane, and the combo with Phoenix is one of the best.
You need to have disable that isn't cleansable. So even if you taunt someone, there's no way to remove it. Thus, you're going to keep that lockdown. You can count on the initiation. One of the frustrating things about Oracle, if you're playing something, let's say a Bat Rider, is you like call for the initiation, your team enters, but the lasso is immediately cleansed off, and it's like, oh shit, this is not a fight anymore. But it's too late. Yeah. You've already called for the charge. And
you're in.
Yeah.
And you're stuck, and then you're going to be punished for it.
Exactly. It's like charging around a corner and getting flashbang.
Yes.
It's too late to turn around.
It's like, big rip.
Exactly.
It fits completely in Team Liquid's style of playing, right? Like their strategies always revolve around these big ultis, big combos on the offlane and position 5, and this is pretty much what opens up their draft for the last 3 picks. Right now, you have completely covered your initiation and your team fight, and you have pretty much a lot of damage coming from them. Plus, you counter the Oracle. Now, for these 3 last picks, countless possibilities.
Possibilities are endless. It's always a good position to be in. But again, we said under the teams that you guys didn't put as maybe the top teams within these divisions, right? They don't make these kind of choices, right? They're locking in a little bit earlier on and giving away their hand too early, which we're just not seeing in some of these greater games, which is, I guess, why you guys are enjoying everything so much more.
Definitely, but however, Team Liquid is giving away some of their hand here, but they're trading it because they believe in the team fight potential that's coming from these 2 heroes. No, I stand corrected. I stand corrected. Puppy does not care that Oracle is in the pool, in the pick. He's going to pick the Undying as well. Now, these 2 supports don't really look that great. Zai played, by the way, Undying on the offlane as well. But the main reason why this hero is picked here is, as Axe, your laning is just horrible.
Yeah. Even if you want to put it on Zai, what the hell does a Phoenix support do? To Undying. Like, this hero is just unstoppable in the laning phase. And as he said, you already have this great matchup against the Axe. Typically, you see this Phoenix Undying relationship where they can be considered counters to each other in a way, because to fight against Tombstone, you need some crazy, powerful structure type as well that you can throw down. The egg works. And to fight into the egg, well, it helps to have a Tombstone down. So it's kind of like see how the yin and yang work out here. But either way, cool pick. You don't see it very often, but again, this is what you can expect from Secret. He says it because it feels good here, and Secret agree. And that's a hero Harry Freak will be happy downstairs, but that's...
He's upstairs right now going, yeah, let's go Liquid!
Oh, I don't know about that one, folks. I am not a fan.
Does this make the Phoenix position 4?
Or position 3?
Yeah.
I actually think
it's... you put Axe as 4 roaming around with Hunger. I don't think that's an option. This Axe needs to be a core here. You're playing into an Oracle as well.
I got no clue.
Right. What's their reasoning then behind this Witch Doctor pick? Because neither of you 2 are super sold on it.
I'm still trying to figure that out.
It doesn't have a place right now, does it?
No, to me, the issue is the hero's one-dimensional. All you deal is damage. You've got a mediocre heal, and you want to always take fights away from creep waves. And you compare that to the benefit of an SD and an Oracle. It's just night and day difference.
My biggest concern about this Witch Doctor pick, if it's position 5, that leaves the Phoenix on 4. And now if you have Phoenix and Axe going on that offlane, you have Phoenix, like, he looks like an intelligence hero, but it's strength. And then you have Undying just constantly decaying both of you.
You can do 1v2'd.
Yeah, he can 1v2 you easily.
Okay, so looking at what you said there, the abilities and the benefits of Witch Doctor are, what would you pick that's a better choice in that sense if you were Liquid? So going with this is what they're looking for.
I got no, literally anything else. But again, I just don't understand the Witch Doctor. So until I can get a read on it, I'll always just not.
We still
like
one game that's been won with Witch Doctor throughout this season so far?
I haven't.
Liquid and Insania, they're really good when it comes to finding out different position 5s that will fit the meta and fit the game. Even though sometimes it doesn't really look that great to us, they do find the right heroes. They're one of the first teams that started spamming Oracle again after that hero has been dead for a really long time. So maybe there is something in this Witch Doctor. Maybe they'll go for the heal build again or something similar. Morphling pick, it's Mickey's complete comfort zone. It's a hero that teams pick versus Gyro and versus Undying, because you can form into him, get that tombstone going for you.
You can also form into the Gyro, pop flat, kill all the zombies, and then Zerg down the tombstone. Either way, it's just a great hero, especially when you have this hard combo break from the Axe. You got really nice team fight, and the Witch Doctor makes a bit more sense because it is one of the strongest laning support heroes. So you combine it with the Morphling, secure his game.
Team Liquid's draft so far looks pretty solid. The Witch Doctor, obviously, we are questioning, but the Morphling is on point. What does Secret need? It's an offlane, right? Oh, they ban out the Quap, so they're expecting what? They're expecting Void to be offlane, or
maybe just pick a Razor here. One of Koifa's comforts. Really good against the Gyro. You kind of want a BKB hero here against Secret.
Because Quap is banned, you think they're
I think it's either that or I don't think you want a strength hero. So you want something beefy. You want something that sort of just runs in forward.
There you go. You called.
Yeah.
Good job. I mean, with the Quap ban,
the Quap ban,
it's that giveaway instantly. Yeah. They love the Razor. It also gives them a lot of early game potential to create that space for this Morphling to eventually come online and be that E-Blade one-shot on the Gyro.
Because now you have this scenario, and this is what I love to see out of teams that are playing as first pick, where now Secret have to address the Morphling.
Yeah.
But the Razor is also kind of uncountered, where you have this kind of free game. You go Yule's BKB, you link the Razor. That's a problem for Secret. So you have two problems to solve and only one hero to pick. Oof. And it's going to be tough here. I think...
Lina?
I could see Lina.
Good versus Phoenix, good versus Morphling, good versus Razor in the lane.
Then they had Lino for game 1. That was their last pick as well.
Yeah.
What about Clinks?
Keep coming back to this, Clinks. You keep saying.
Nah, it's not great here. There's really not much that feels good because Axe is annoying, Razor is really annoying in the lane. I'll be curious.
That's right.
I like that's just such a perfect pick. All three cores have a terrible time against the bat. You already have your damage. You have team fight thanks to the Undying. Now you have the superior initiation and an advantageous matchup against any of the heroes Liquid put against you. So they sort of create problems, right? You can't solve the Razor Morph, so now you just kind of one-up them and say, okay, well, you have bat problems now. Come and deal, because really, Liquid can't. They can't do a damn thing to the hero. And
I love this draft.
It's probably mid.
I really like the way they addressed the Razor.
And the Oracle has covered them from a potential Liquid bat the entire draft, because you can't pick bat against Oracle. I love this last pick from Secret, and it's really, once again, them finding that perfect pick, much like the Meepo against the last pick.
What do you think? Will Razor go mid versus the bat? Will they switch things around?
I honestly don't know. You might have to put Morph there, but that's miserable.
All right, guys. It's that magic moment. It's that magic time. Where are we going with this sort of final game?
Man, once again, I think Secret found that perfect pick.
Yep.
I think they got this. Although, Morph versus Gyro. This game goes late enough. It's one of Mickey's specialties. Would not be surprised to see him just straight up win this game with one team fight.
Lizard, real quick for me. Where are we going?
I'll go with Liquid.
Okay, so we're having a split desk on here. And we're going to go and bring in Toby and Misery once again. How you guys doing?
We're doing good.
Now,
I like
Toby,
it when
you
we
gotta
split
shut up.
ourselves up.
Because I don't care what you got to say. He made some comments about real men. No, I'm joking. I love you, Toby. We'll bring you back in. I just wanted to have some fun on your expense. Just while I had the chance, while I had the power, mate, you know.
That's fine, man. You've always got PUBG to fall back on.
I know, see, PUBG, CS, all these multiple games.
Valorant coming
Valorant,
out.
you know, Dota, just everyone loves it.
you guys shut
I seem
up?
to enjoy it,
It's
Toby.
Secret versus
Oh,
Liquid, game
thank you.
3. Let's take it
Yeah.
away. Talk about the Dota. God damn it, Misery, help me out.
Hello? Yeah, so, I mean, we have another
Great
game,
help.
and I think Secret are set up to win 2 out of the 3 lanes, and I think mid lane, you know,
dear.
it's going to be Razor vs Void Spirit, so it's going to be somewhat
That was on point. from
of a bad
production.
matchup, but I think Void will just kind of, you know, rotate around and create space, so it's not so bad. The side lanes, however, I think are where Liquid's problem really lay, and it's Undying into 2 strength heroes is like usually very hard for the 2 strength heroes.
Toby as well.
They're gonna look to obviously to cut, but you're gonna give JR a free game that way, and that's not really what you want, I think. And then top lane's Oracle Bat is a very annoying lane as well for Morphling, I imagine. But it's a bit the same as first game. I think if Liquid get their levels and their timings, their heroes overall are better, I think. So see how it goes and how the laning phase plays out.
No, Misery, you make me a very happy man when you talk like this, because it makes it sound like a game is not in the bag. But there are ways where it can be either an outplay, and it's not an outdraft.
Usually there's always something you can do in Dota, right? I don't think... sometimes obviously there's outdrafts, but this is definitely not one of them. I think it's pretty even. It comes down to how the lanes play out and what the players are doing with their heroes, you know?
Can I just ask you just a quick question while the lanes start to settle themselves down? What do you think of this observer wall that gets planted down near that bottom outpost from the Radiant side? Like, what's the intention behind Puppy to actually throw something like that?
This is just to get vision from. He's expecting Axe and Phineas to cut, because he's probably also expecting that if they lane, he's gonna be happy as an Undying. But if they start cutting, it's nice for him to have some extra vision of what's going on. You know, of the Phoenix on a high ground, protecting the Axe, or whatever it may be. So it's just nice to have a ward when you know you're gonna play against a cutting offlaner.
Ah, wonderful. I was always wondering about that, because you see these very, very defensive wards, but can't always explain it. My God, Puppy's got so much damage. Won't dive onto the tower against the Phoenix. Stick charges kept him alive just long enough, but 16 stolen strength against that Phoenix does not feel good.
Yeah, it doesn't. I mean, this is it's gonna be a hard lane for them for sure. Normally, I think. Yeah, go ahead.
Mickey's courier just got sniped out. Kind of ran the wrong place, and now another one. Insania has to body block Yapsaw, so he can't get in range to take out Insania's courier as well.
Yeah, just trying to make sure he can't pull, but he does get the pull off anyways.
Yapsaw will contest as much as he possibly can. This mid lane looks a lot even, like a lot more even than I thought it was going to be. Like their salves being burnt by Nisha, for sure. But 10-1 CS versus 9-3. Koifa's going to get ahead with the creep wave under the tower, but they're still better than I thought it was going to be for the Void Spirit.
So what happens when, let's say you start linking, I will see it now, and you dissimulate, so it doesn't remove it right away, does it? The link stays, or? Actually, I haven't seen that before.
Holds for a second. Top lane, Zai. Well, this may be first blood. Maledict pop should be enough to kill him off, and he knows it too. Trying to make his way towards the neutrals, but they won't get the last hit. Meke feeling a lot of pressure. He had six sticky napalm charges on him. So it was worth the attempt, at least, from Batrider.
So one thing to consider about Batrider is that he's like uncountered in this game in the sense that there's no lasso counter, and the heroes he's playing is also really bad overall versus sticky napalm. But as a laning hero, Batrider is not that strong until he gets to a certain amount of levels. he has very low base damage, and people buy stick against him for obvious reasons, and then they don't really die to his combos. So what you usually want to do is something that VP are doing a lot recently, where they just start cutting, like you're gonna see Sai doing right now. He's gonna drag 2 waves together, and then he's gonna farm it, and then pretty much against anything you're gonna be able to get every wave. And we see the same Axe cutting bottom as well.
Yeah, with the double waves and Phoenix behind him. But that's when that observe what we talked about at the start begins, and Puppy knows what he has to play against. To answer your question, I was actually watching it. What happens with the Dissimulate versus the Razor? It doesn't instantly snap. In fact, he has to break the range distance for it to work. And Qualifier, because the distance wasn't far enough away, when Nisha did do the Dissimulate, he came back out in the middle of the static link, so it was still going strong.
Yeah, so the lane is definitely going to start looking really rough for Nisha right now.
That's Dissimulate feeling the pressure from the plasma field of Qualifier. And Yapso's just strolling through under the cover of an invis rune. Looks like they want to do something about bottom lane. Tiger able to jump himself away. Puppy, I think he wants to stick around with it. It's a level 1 soul rip. There won't be enough instant follow-up damage. 640 is the HP, but with no Icarus dive from Tiger, now he uses stick charges. Matumba will get the last hit in, and that'll finish the job.
Yeah, I mean, still Axe has really high CS here, so I wouldn't feel too bad if I was Liquid. They're actually getting quite nice out of these lane phase.
They're gonna give it a shot. They're going after Axe.
The Void Spirit's gonna TP in mid as well.
All courier's getting sniped off. Qualifier actually taking Zai's courier. And Mickey looking for a little bit of fun too. Waveforms forward, doesn't see Batrider up the hill. So Zai is salving as quickly as he possibly can. Even with the delayed time now.
One thing to note is that there's a Yapsa Oracle. I personally have not seen this before, as far as I remember. And it's something OG used to run, the 4 Oracle on JRX. It's kind of a long time ago, but so far he hasn't really been able to do that much. And it's not really their comfort zone, I think. It's kind of a... I mean, who knows, right, what they've been practicing and stuff, but I just haven't seen it before.
What's the advantage of actually having Oracle played in the 4 as opposed to just putting him in the 5? We know Puppy can play it, and we know the Absol. It's not that hard to play the Undying.
No, I think the main advantage here is that they saw an amazing Undying pick into Phoenix X, and they just went with that. Because they were second pick, they know Sai can play offlane Undying too, and then this is just how it ended up turning out.
So you just make the lanes work because the heroes you picked during the draft.
Yeah, I think Yapso in this case just takes one for the team, perhaps.
Fair enough.
Bottom lane, Axe, missed out up.
Tiger's still having a fine time just hitting into Puppy during all of this, but now Oracle will also arrive. Axe wants to get his TP out. That's not going to happen. Quick cancel as Yapso just continues his rotation. But that's 3 heroes. Yeah, Matumba has to TP back to the Tier 1 tower before he misses out on too much. His net worth's not terrible. In fact, it's number 1 on the board. 3,000. Everyone else is pretty close. Batrider's the only core who's kind of falling behind the others.
Yeah, he's also pretty much solo experience throughout the whole game so far. So he's halfway to 7 already. That's the downside of playing these cutters. You can see the Morphling is in the same situation that, yeah, you get stuff for yourself, but you give the enemy carry free farm in most cases.
I don't think Nisha wants to rotate again. Coming to the top lane, but Dire Observer Ward sees all. So back under the tower, Insania goes, and Mickey will play as defensive as possible. And that's the pings coming out. There's 2 sentry wards on Undying. They're probably feeling like there's an Observe ward in the lane. Yeah, it's exactly where Puppy drops the sentry. Like, all right, if it's not in the lane, it's going to be over here on the ramp. And
oh my, he barely missed it. That's actually kind of a big deal. That's kind of a big deal. He used what? That's 3 sentries. And
yeah, two sentries and the Observe ward got planned to displayed. Batrider losing all the life. You guys are giving him a bit of a soul rip from Puppy, but Maldic will take everything else.
There's kind of a lot to talk about here, because like when you see Void Spirit against Razor mid, you're gonna assume that Void Spirit is gonna make a play onto your safe lane. So they place this ward, and Puppey knows that, so he buys sentries to remove that ward, and then he just barely misses it like this. So all the rotation is just seen from Liquid. And instead, the Raze ends up making the kill rotation.
And too good for Liquid right now. You asked before, like, if they got a good laning phase. That's not a great wave, however, from Mickey, missing the target on Puppey. But paralyzing cast, and Sani will be there to make sure the Puppey does go down. This feels like a really good starting of the laning phase for Team Liquid. Obviously, the Gyro is still getting a hell of a lot of farm, which will be a problem later on. But 3 net worths, all above 3k, 9 minutes in.
Yeah, no, it's definitely a very good start for them. Their supports are also really happy. Both of them got their boots, and Phoenix even has Tranquil boots already. He's level 5, which Doctor has a good game too. So all of Liquid's heroes are feeling good.
And these couriers, is it really that hard to keep your courier alive? Cooldown's going to be committed. Phoenix doesn't have 6, so this should be quite a simple kill from a Tumberman. But yeah, is it really that difficult to keep your courier alive? We've had, I think now 7 is the count that have died in 9 minutes.
You don't expect there's some Phoenix, you know, at your tier 2. So you're just playing your game, and then there's a Phoenix, you know, there. You don't see it coming. Maybe that often. So
quite fun. He wants to pick up the Keen Optic, but there's a remnant that will pull him up on the hill if he does. And the battle for the 10-minute rune. Now this won't be scouted out unless Nisha actually jumps down. Okay, now he's able to get it. Protects the neutral items at all costs. Undying Tombstone denied by Puppey. As 4 heroes from Team Liquid have come to join the fight. And paralyzing cast, 2 heroes isolated, but nope. You're able just to step yourself away or dissimulate yourself away. Puppey won't be so lucky. Oracle trying to protect himself from all the magical damage, but Tubman's continuing to run back to the tier 1 tower. Cask is still on cooldown for the moment, but 4 heroes. One of them has plus 108 damage, looking to dive the tier 1 tower. Batrider now going to TP in. We've got the Pyramid Sun Raid, the Phoenix Sun down. But Tubba's trying to get rid of it in time. Will the sun come up? No, it won't. But Tubba will get rid of it. Box to cop so much damage under the tier 1 tower. He'll live thanks to the 1 charges. Nope, take that back. Yapsol brings in the extra nuke to finish the job. A quick remnant. Quite just out of range of that. The flame break won't push him back in time. But now the dive is on from Team Secret. Paralyzing cast making that very, very difficult. And Zai, well, he didn't get the memo. He kept diving out, but now he'll pull back with the rest of his team.
Yeah, and overall, I think this is a win for Liquid as Morphling just top, uncontested, closing on level 10 here. He got a free tower off of that. They ended up killing the highest net worth hero on Secret, right? And they also forced multiple TPs, so still looking really good for Liquid. Also, Side's game is not that good, and I don't know what he's gonna go. If he's gonna go bots, the usual build, or if he's gonna try to go for like a drum to fight, or what the plan is for him. But if he's gonna go bots, then his game is gonna be, you know, further slowed down, and yeah, it's just he needs a bit more time to be really strong in this game.
Well, considering he's banking money, maybe he's even thinking about... Actually, I don't know if you want to go Blink.
I don't know. That seems pretty risky. You might just, if it fails somehow, then you just have a naked Blink. I think you're just gonna go bot. I think that's the best way to play, and then it makes sure that you also kind of scale in the game.
We'll have the money for it.
They're probably, maybe they're gonna just use him as a
Tiger
fighter now, and just
Tiger just Icarus dives away. The smoke is blowing. I feel really, really sorry for Puppey. Like there's another sentry wall that's got dropped. It's out of range of the dire obs. If you look near the top bounty rune as well, there's another sentry ward that's just out of range of the obs. This is now 3 times that they know the rough positioning, but they just miss it by that much.
It's next level warding, man.
But from Liquid is a little bit to the side.
It's definitely gonna be painful to watch afterwards. All these sentries wasted. Morphling gets another free tower bot, while Secret is gonna just take mid tower here, it looks like.
And that's what they're prioritizing. Qualifiers not looking to get into the fight just yet, still trying to finish up his Yule Scepter. before he may feel a little bit more comfortable in the fights.
The one hero that suffered a bit from all of this stuff is Liquid, not Liquid, Qualifiers, who is actually lower net worth than Nisha. So he needs a bit of time as well to try to get an item. He's gonna go Eels, looks like. Okay.
Yeah. But he'll have space created. Boxy's finished his Blink Dagger, so it was coming on the courier. So they got their jump, and we can start to see this Witch Doctor. He's now at level 6. He's been pretty active in the lane with his Maledict, which he's got at level 3. We've got Maledict and Death Ward to go to work.
Yeah, this Witch Doctor is not a joke anymore. Like this Death Ward has been buffed so many times that you're not gonna think of the spell that much in the game until you start dying to it, because it shreds heroes. And
Fights on. Blink call. Zai's already having a hard time. There goes the Death Ward, and there goes Zai. Just Culling Bladed down very, very quickly. Insane is playing from range. The Flat Cannon from Matoman does do a lot of damage. They're back under the tier 1 tower into the protection of the Phoenix Sun, and Morphling waveforms in. Undying losing so much life. The False Promise has to be used on him to keep him alive while the Tombstone mopped up by the rest of Liquid. But now Nisha tries to go ham. Qualifier dies so quickly, but another call out from Boxy with the Maledict. They need to get that damage into Nisha, and Meke very happy to oblige. Nisha will go down, and Team Secret bit off more than they can chew. The low value core of Team Liquid is all that was lost.
Yeah, there you saw the Witch Doctor Ward in action. It almost killed Matumba Man from full HP. And it feels like it's pretty hard for Secret to fight if Bad Rider ends up dying first, because he's most of their damage realistically. They kind of need him to stay alive in the fight and just keep sticking and being annoying in the fights.
And he's on bottom lane trying to farm up those BTs you're talking about. You can see the indecision from Zai. Like, he wanted to farm up the bottom lane because he's still trying to work his way to getting the Blink Dagger. But okay, he'll have enough time that he can pick up the bounty rune and get out. But it still means 3-1 is the trade-off for the 15-minute mark for bounties.
Yeah, there's kind of a lot of pressure on Zai this game because he wants to go bots, you know, so his game is good and it's just perfect for the hero. But at the same time, they're kind of not in a good position, so he feels bots is too greedy. It's kind of griefing the team a little bit if he goes bots. But
yeah, he switched to Blink.
You know, I'm not sure. Like that's just kind of how the reality is right now for them.
Yeah, hard decision. You got to make it. Blink Dagger. He's going to get the farm from the top lane to get that last bit up, and then try and make it work. Of course, on top lane while we were talking as well, Puppy did get picked off, and it was the Death Ward once again being used by Insane. All they needed was a call control time, and very quickly that Undying drops.
And the thing about this game as well is that Liquid don't feel like they're on a timer either, right? Like they can just keep farming and wait for the right opportunity. Boxy can, keep moving to lane and look for kills, stay off map, while both Koika and Morphling can just keep farming. Eventually they're gonna hit this E-Blade on Morphling, and then they can start to really play aggressive and take the enemy side of the map. And you can see it from Secret too. They feel like they are the ones who need to smoke, and they have to blink on Bat now. So hopefully for them they can find something with this. But Boxy is keeping out of here, and Mickey is running away. So
I think the Deep Dire Observer Ward might have actually seen that happen.
Well, even if they didn't see it, they should know something is up, right? Because they see a lot of the map naturally.
There was also a weird thing that happened. They're gonna scan
counter smoke here.
That's a Radiant defensive scan. Matumba feels him coming and gets the hell out of there. Courier flies over the hill, and that just tells you exactly where everybody is.
They still have that ops. They have a sentry, but
Gyro hasn't looked at the hill.
High ground. Yeah.
He needs to see it. All right, I'm visible. Well, Puppy's going to lose his life. The Observer Ward is taken care of. Maybe not. Oracle Yapsa arrives just in time to get the False Promise out. However, did deal a fair chunk of damage. But now we'll see what Zai can do. Blink in, Lasto. He found the target. He found Koifa, pulling it back in. Defensive Eul Scepter will come up. The Phoenix Sun will also connect on the ground. Matumba standing his ground as well, but they haven't taken care of the Phoenix Sun just yet. The stun comes through, and now Boxy, dunk number 1, looking for a second over towards YapzOr. The Death Ward Insania completely uncontested to the south, letting it go. And now Nisha, he's got 21 charges available, no step up and running. They want to finish the job. Another paralyzing cask and Maledict forward. They can dissimulate, jump over, and they want revenge on Insania. Nisha will end the kill streak. And it looks like Secret at least picking up some of the pieces around their tier 1 tower.
Whoa, I mean, Morphling ended up dying there. If Morphling didn't die, that would have been terrible for Secret. But somehow it ends up being pretty good. I mean, as good as you could expect, at least, right?
And with Matumperman taking all the money for it too, he got the kill on both Koifa as well as Mickey.
No, the cask was bouncing between the heroes that were supposed to hit the egg. So I think it was a level 1 egg. He just hit 12, yeah. So it must have been so. But there, the blink dagger actually came into play for Batrudder. That was kind of secured them a much needed kind of fight.
And now Zai can look into new items potentially.
Yeah, I mean, he just looks to be just skipping the bots, as realistically he won't get that much value from bots this game, at least for now. So he's gonna just buy real items instead.
Build into him later. I'll be interested to see how that fight would have gone to if Liquid were able to finish Puppy off. Starts to beg the question too, what happens once Mickey is able to finish up that E-Blade and Liquid get a lot more of this direct damage.
I think chances are if Puppy goes down there, they're just gonna... There's no fight, you know, they're just gonna sack him and leave the tower potentially.
Because he could stand.
I mean, if he will just die instantly, right? He only survived because Oracle ulted him.
Yep. Well, Outpost easy split. Bounty room will be the same. Good dire obs and sentries. Boxy jumping forward to grab the DD rune, just making sure that Nisha doesn't have that power. Instantly dispelled by the Eul Scepter, and Zai's coming over. Axe locked down by the clumsy net, doesn't get the perfect call over on Nisha, but gives him enough armor that he can't TP out. YapzOr has the disable. A lot of spin damage at least, but 5 heroes from Team Secret gather in the mid lane now. And with a fresh BKB on the gyrocopter, maybe they look to actually pressure this tier 2 tower. Koifa's not doing enough damage on bottom. And there's no axe for 30 seconds.
They're just gonna use Glyph though, and then the Glyph will kill everything, and then axe is gonna be up. So probably won't have that much happen here. The thing is, if axe didn't get that DD there, you know, Secret might try to attempt Roche. And it's awkward for Liquid maybe. Or at least it forces them to run there.
Yeah. You'd actually think Liquid would be a little bit more confident battling around Roshan. That's where Witch Doctor should have a lot of fun. Phoenix has better, well, around the Roche pit to play for vision.
Yeah, I think probably it would be hard for Secret to go Roche, but...
And for now, Secret, I'll just bring Gyrocopter back down to the bottom lane. Building into a Satanic now on the Gyro.
Secret got 2 really nice wards out because of this this kill on Axe though. So they didn't get the tower, but they got to plant these amazing wards here. And now
it's Liquid's turn, right?
Smoke right on top of them.
Like Liquid actually put down 2 sentries to try and find it, and they haven't found it yet. There's still another 2 sentries on Insania.
Yeah.
Axe. Oh, Colleen Blaze down the courier. That didn't get to survive. A little unfair that can happen.
So Liquid's just kind of farming for their timings here. Morphling is closing in on E-Blade and Koifa on BKB. And then I imagine they're gonna meet up and smoke up. Try to take a good fight. And Secret is not gonna let that happen. They're themselves gonna smoke. And see what happens here.
Raises the closest one, but they find Phoenix instead. Flying versus flying. Koifa wants to come over, but nope. Phoenix is already down. Buyback's available. Paralyzing cast can be pretty damn good. Bounce between the heroes with a full death wall timing once again, and Maledict on Puppy. Undying, oh, they got a lot of extra heal arriving in from the Oracle, but now he's dead and gone. Koifa, can they get the extra damage into Matama? Did the false promise? No, it didn't do enough damage. Not inside of all of that, but it won't stop Mickey from rampaging forward for a double kill. They have to get rid of this Tombstone. So difficult to play against the Undead. And Batrider, well, he'll be the next target. Call him up, bring him down. And Team Liquid repel Team Secret. And once again, the only person to die is going to be that Razor. It's still a 0-3 Razor. It's been a sad time when it comes for Koifa, but he's not the superstar this game. It really feels like Mickey is stepping into his own.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of also his role this game, is to just kind of link the gyro and...
Oh, what a call! Foxy! He got two of them in the trees. Yapsol and Matumba both together. No way out. And both laced with Maledict. Mickey didn't even have his E-Blade fly out to him just yet, but Secret were thinking about the defense, but they definitely think again now.
Because there was that ward down there spotting they're moving into the trees. Because they, in Secret's mind, they're fucking, you know, they're not envisioned there. So it's kind of coming together nicely for them here in this game. There's the DD top right now, but I don't think they see it. Nisha is gonna go and grab it.
Yeah, the Dire Ops actually doesn't see thanks to the tree that's up. Nisha will just try and push out the lanes, buy some space, because now it's Team Liquid. They've kind of been in control for most of this game from around the 3-4 minute mark. They've had the gold, they've had the experience. They're going to try and keep it this way. Nisha just wants to fight. Found a target, and it's Insania. 386 gold for the death of this Witch Doctor.
Is he worth that much, Toby?
I don't know, but Dota calculates things in I don't...
It's a solo kill, that's why I think nobody else was involved, so he gets a bonus there. But that's quite a lot of money, actually, in the current patch.
I want to say, like, we had the game before, right, where it was in game 2, like, Secret, I think, were... Actually, no, we had, like, it was a 25k lead, and then it was support versus support, and they were both worth exactly the same.
Yeah.
And that's what it's like. I just don't question it. I just read the number now. Like, it's just like that, and that's the way it is. Boxy can't get the blink off. Poppy able to hit both of them with the decay.
They were just walking into Vision there. No cares.
Is this the confidence that Liquid should have at this point?
Kind of, but I think they're not that far ahead that they can just...
The Observer will die. The blink call, Boxy catches him out. The Observer was there from the Dire Slayer. False promise to let Batrider stand up his ground. Witch Doctor has been brought down, and now it's Boxy who gets lassoed and controlled. Team Liquid not having the fight they wanted when Razor gets picked up. His BKB, that's the 10-second duration one being used defensively to get back behind the tower. Secret taking out the Initiators and what's been quite a heavy chunk of the damage, but not the Morph. But off to Rochelle we go.
Yeah, these wards turned out to be finally, you know, giving them that good fight. They kind of saw all of Liquid's heroes and could just, yeah, kind of take that fight as what they wanted. And I also feel like Liquid might have been a bit overexcited there. I think they should just wait, you know, and wait for that Witch Doctor who has the smokes and smoke up as 5, and then get that good axe jump that's where they're in control and that they can follow up on properly.
Yeah.
Instead, now Secret are actually... They feel good now. Gyro Aegis, yes, this Void Spirit is suddenly really farmed. He has Death and almost Axe and Yules, so...
Yeah, this does feel good for Team Secret.
Now it's like...
Maybe you could have some effective network start to arrive. Like Tiger, he's trying to go for the Shiva's Guard, and it's taking a long time to get there. 2k gold in the bank, plus a 650 recipe sitting in your stash. Zai's going to leave. It looks like they don't want to have a crack. But new items start to arrive. The Mindbreaker for the Void Spirit.
So here comes that smoke.
Jungle items. Axe. It's a call position, but look how quickly Secret split. And the Yule Scepter. Up you go. That one came out from Nisha. Doesn't want quite to get the initiation off quite right, but Nisha.
Ouch.
Yeah. Yeah, that hurts. What the hell just hit him for that much that fast.
You can see it even there. They see them running in, and they have a ward on them, and they get the use off an axe. But it's like when Liquid are 5 and they're like running into you, it's very hard for Secret to respond. Because like your heroes just die so fast to this Morphling, and you can't really kill the egg either. So it's like, yeah, it's like a repeat of game 1 a little bit. Like it's Liquid's team fight are so strong, and if they just go as 5, play the game safe.
Yeah,
they should be in a really good spot.
And does also feel like Matumba, if he can stand his ground in these fights, if the BKBs come off, he should be able to fight. Obviously, you don't have the same type of thing for a Void Spirit who wants his Ags to go with the Deso and the Yules. That all takes a bit of time.
Yeah.
But you just need that save, like Yapsa to be there that fast. But that's gonna be such a hard decision as well for Yapsa if he doesn't feel as experienced on this hero, knowing like who do I need to protect and who do I need to be in range of when this fight begins with so much jump from Liquid.
I mean, he can save from an axe call, right? It's hard for him to save from a E-Blade morph that just comes out of fog and just kills the guy.
Yeah. Yeah.
But this Phoenix is gonna be a big problem for them. He has Shivas finished now, and he's gonna get 18 this game, no doubt. And it looks like he's going Refresher. I don't know if Axe kind of got nerfed, I guess, but it's still really good to save an ally if the enemy can't kill your egg. So I think maybe Axe would be better than Refresher, but it doesn't really matter. The biggest point is that
he's dead.
Now, actually.
Lassoed mid Icarus dive and dead for now. 78 seconds without buyback available because he bought the Shiva's guard. Mickey is adding a lot of pressure on bottom lane that's going to make Team Secret look behind themselves. Even with the Aegis, the Immortal on the Gyro.
But even they lose this Phoenix, they still get a tier 2. And I don't think they're going to lose that much more. They're going to lose tier 2 top, but maybe that would have happened either way. And they're going to get multiple bounty runs here, so not the worst for them.
Alright, Boxy, blink TV away. Zyme moves quickly. Your Scepter's going to cancel that, and they can just leave him there if they want to. He can't TP away. Kill him and move on. Team Secret don't like to dwell. That fast-moving Bat Rider on the back of a Haster, and he wouldn't have got there in time. Also, Orb of Destruction now dropped. Not a big item, so the Titan Slither was also able to arrive. No one's actually holding on to that just yet. Looks like Matumba... Actually, yeah, Matumba just had it switched in now. He had lifesteal before, but he's still got the casual Morbid Mask. Been changing his item build up for a while. He was going to finish the Satanic, then he finished the Mjolnir. Now he's going to buy an Aghanim Scepter.
Yeah, these deaths definitely slowing Liquid's game down a bit.
He's so big. Is Mickey still strong enough? Like, I suppose, does this turn into like a Matumba versus Mickey kind of team fight? Like, one of these guys must stand the whole time?
I think these deaths were pretty bad because it kind of, Morphling is so strong right now. But if Matumba gets the Satanic and Rapier, I don't think Morphling is the hero to beat that type of hero. So
Blink Call's gonna happen, and they get it too. Nisha gonna lose his life very quickly. 80 seconds on the sideline without buyback available, and Mickey wasting nothing. He just burnt that BKB too. They don't have flying vision, so TP out from Puppy was successful.
Yeah.
They got the kill they're looking for.
Nice smoke there. But now I feel like Liquid just needs to continue to go as 5, and it's gonna be very hard for Secret to play. They're gonna obviously keep ratting and keep pushing out waves, but if you stay in a certain vicinity of each other, Liquid should be good. Now they're gonna go high ground here, I guess.
Yeah, Liquid's coming up. Zai's trying to show an illusion on top lane, so maybe they feel like they have to defend, but a smoke from Team Secret. They still have no buyback of the Void Spirit. But Tumble will be the front line of Boxy, able to connect over on the call. And now maybe Batrider, he gets the lasso over on Mickey, but Tumble can get the BKB called out and flat cannon damage out. But no, he's dead. No buyback available. Team Secret are all pushing up the daisies. The only buyback that is available is on the Batrider, but they can just go GG now. There's nothing left for Team Secret to do. Liquid can end this and 2-1 the series.
Wow. Yeah, I mean, Liquid's teamfight is just vast superior, right?
They don't know. They don't know that they look to go for the tier 4 towers. Voice Spirit's up, and they're going to give it respect.
Yeah, I mean, would they be able to throw it in time? There's still Glyph on Secret. Those tower shots hurt. I don't know if they would be able to actually kill it.
I know, I'm just looking at 350 damage a pop on Mickey, and I get a little bit more confidence. But maybe not when Qualifier doesn't really help out as a Razor.
They don't really know if there's like one annoying buyback on Undying, and then he throws down the tombstone and stuff. Maybe they, I don't know. It's just risky. I feel like they have this game in the bag. As you saw, it's like so difficult for Secret to fight, especially now there's like the Shiva's egg.
Yeah, that hurt. That hurt for sure.
He was given a talent now that gives the Supernova Sunray. I didn't even realize. On Phoenix.
Yeah, but he doesn't have the sunny side up egg. So Tiger, come on, man. Flip it the right way.
There it is.
It's hard boiled. Nisha's retreating. He managed to find a haste rune at least and steal that. Roshan, look for his spawn time. He may respawn in 25 seconds, and that may be the next point of contest for Team Secret to get themselves back in this game. But as you said, a full 5-on-5 fight against Liquid is not what you're looking for. Well, they smoke up anyway. Liquid are sitting behind their cores. A blink forward, the lasso. It's over on Boxy. Tombstone got to drop absolutely everything you've got to try and kill off this Axe. Yamsor trying to stand on the lines. The never-ending silence on the Axe. And maybe now you have enough damage, but the Phoenix Sunray is going down. But have they got enough damage? They're still stunned up. But Tummelman, he's going to get rid of it. So Phoenix is down, but Axe has fought back into this fight. Gyrocopter so low on damage, had 214 of his stolen. Now the cask, all the bounces are there. And this may just be well played. There's no buybacks on Team Secret. Liquid will go down the mid lane. It will still take them a little longer to get there. They have a creep wave with them, but they have to bang through that mid tier 2 tower. But once they realize there's no more Secret to defend, they may just go for the whole tier 4.
Yeah,
and that's exactly what happened.
Go for it. Wow.
GG.
GG, yeah. They killed the egg that time, but you know, it's just so... Well, you need your whole team to hit that egg for it to die when it gets to this point, so...
Like, too many issues to deal with, and you chose the Phoenix egg.
Yeah.